Scene 1. School corridor. Late afternoon. The school bell had rung 2 hours ago. Everyone had gone home. Only one boy still sat on the staircase. Rowan, a quiet student who always stayed behind. His exam paper lay open beside him. A large red circle around his marks screamed failure. He kept staring at it as if the numbers were laughing at him. He whispered, "Why can't I do it? Why does everyone else move forward except me?" Rowan had failed the same subject twice. His parents had lost hope. Teachers said he was slow. Friends had stopped including him in their study groups. And on that staircase, Rowan felt like the world had closed all doors on him. Scene 2. The unexpected mentor. As Rowan wiped his tears, he heard footsteps. It was Mrs. Sen, the oldest teacher in school, the one everyone respected but also feared because of her strictness. She noticed the exam paper beside him. She sat down slowly and said, "Rowan, do you think this paper decides your future?" He kept his eyes down. "Mom, maybe I'm not made for studying." She smiled softly, something very rare for her. "Do you know how many times I failed before becoming a teacher?" Rowan looked up, shocked. Scene 3. Mrs. Sen's story. She began, "When I was your age, I failed my math exam 5 times. Everyone told me to give up. My relatives said I would never become successful. My teachers said I was not capable enough. But one day, an old librarian told me something I never forgot. Life doesn't reward perfection. Life rewards consistency. I started studying a little every day, sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes 1 hour, but I never missed a day. Slowly, I became better. Not suddenly, not magically, but steadily. And that steady improvement changed my whole life." She looked into Rowan's eyes and said, "You don't need to study for 10 hours. You just need to show up every single day. The world sees only the final success, but not the small steps that build it." Scene 4. The rule of 1%. Mrs. Sen picked up a stick and drew a small circle on the dusty floor. "This is you today," she said. She drew a slightly larger circle around it. "This is you tomorrow if you try 1% harder." She kept drawing, each circle a little bigger than the last. "In 1 month, you won't even recognize yourself. In 3 months, people will ask you, 'How did you improve so much?' And in 6 months, the same people who doubt you today will be inspired by you." Rowan watched the circles carefully. For the first time in months, something inside him felt alive again. Scene 5. The promise. Mrs. Sen stood up and offered her hand. "Rowan, promise me something. Promise me you'll study every day, even if it's just 30 minutes. Promise me you won't run from difficulties. Promise me you'll try again tomorrow." Rowan took her hand and nodded. "I promise, Mom." She smiled and said, "Then your life will change. Not someday, starting today." Scene 6. Rowan's new beginning. The next morning, Rowan woke up earlier than usual. He cleaned his desk, removed his distractions, opened his notebook, and started slow. Some chapters confused him, some topics frustrated him, but he remembered Mrs. Sen's words. Life rewards consistency. He studied a little every morning, a little every night. He took small breaks. He asked questions in class. And day by day, he felt something he hadn't felt before. Progress. Scene 7. The struggle days. Not every day was perfect. Some days Rowan felt tired. Some days he doubted himself. Some days old habits tried to pull him back. But whenever he felt like quitting, he remembered the circles on the dusty floor. He whispered to himself, "Just 1% better. Just one more page. Just a little more." And he kept going. Scene 8. Exam time. 3 months passed. The final exam arrived. Rowan's hands trembled at first, but as he wrote the answers, something felt different. He wasn't guessing. He wasn't blank. He was confident. He was ready. Scene 9. Result day. When the results came, Rowan couldn't believe his eyes. He hadn't just passed. He had scored one of the highest marks in his class. His friends were shocked. Teachers were proud. His parents cried tears of happiness. And Mrs. Sen simply smiled and said, "I knew it. I always knew it." Rowan thanked her, but she said, "No, Rowan, this wasn't because of me. This happened because you decided to believe in yourself when it was hardest." Scene 10. The final message. Narrator's voice. Success doesn't come from talent. Success doesn't come from luck. Success comes from showing up every day, even when you feel like giving up. Even when the world doubts you. Even when your marks disappoint you. Your future starts the moment you decide that failure is not your full stop. It's just a comma, a pause, a lesson. So today, make a promise to yourself. I will be consistent. I will stay focused. I will give my best. Because one day, my hard work will turn into my biggest achievement. And that day, everything will change.